everybody. Good morning. I have so much hair. It's in my eyes. Like I have to brush it out. Hey, now.
Is it time for a trim?
No. Just an issue. This microphone has to be fixed, Scotty. It's wobbling. Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry, a little technical problem. I'm bringing you into the behind-the-scenes goings-on here at the radio station.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
You know, I just read this very small mention of me in the newspaper today. That's, you know, there was somebody... I don't even know what this means. Encore cares about karaoke. Opening night, the West 24th Street Club called in Howard Stern's personal sound guy to fix the machine.
Well, who's your personal sound guy?
But what is Encore cares about? What is Encore? It's an item that nobody would understand.
Yeah.
Most of all, me.
It sounds like some club is opening, but I'm not sure of the name.
Who's my personal sound guy?
Is that Scott? No.
I don't know.
Scott got a side job?
But where did I get a personal sound guy?
I don't know. Do you walk around worrying about the sound around you?
I don't know. Someone's going to have to elaborate. Howard Stern's personal sound guy. I mean, think about how ridiculous that is.
I've understood when you've had a personal hairdresser and a personal, you know, a stylist, but a sound person?
Are you involved in this, Scott?
I'm innocent. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I'm personal sound guy.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm that guy here, but I don't go outside and claim that I'm your sound guy.
I just wonder. I wonder how this story comes about. I would be fascinated.
Who worked on...
Encore cares about karaoke. Now, what is Encore?
Is that the club? It's a club.
Opening night, the West 24th Street Club called in Howard Stern's personal sound guy to fix the machine. They must be desperate.
Howard Stern's... The sound here is terrible.
They must be... Yeah, don't call him my sound guy.
Don't call me.
Yeah, I've got horrible sound. You got to fix this mic. It's like, it just starts going...
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. You can tighten it up. Thanks.
No problem.
Mr. Cheerful.
That's me.
You gotta call your personal sound guy.
Look, here it goes. There goes the mic.
It's going limp.
Wee. Yeah, it looks like my wiener after...
All right, when you take a break,
What?
When you take a break, I'll fix it.
You have to interrupt me to say, well, when you take a break, I'll fix it. I'm in the middle of a sentence. I was doing an analogy to my wiener.
I apologize.
All right, goodbye. You drain me. Really, your voice and your affect and the way you say things just is so anti-good radio. I've never seen anything like it. What is it? What is it? Because you have a mustache, you try to keep your mouth straight when you talk?
No.
No? I don't know. There's a way of speech that you have. It seems very stilted, very effective.
Really?
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 Like a guy. Like I can't, like, really? I mean, it's like you drain the energy out of the room.
I'm sorry.
Go back and figure out how you cannot drain the energy out of the room.
Okay. I'll work on my speech.
Write an essay on it.
Right, Robin? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, you know, at first I was going to say maybe it's an on-air thing, but he does drain the energy out of a room even when he's off the air.
Well, that's really nice.
Wow, that's really nice. I mean, I've never heard anything like it.
I've always considered that part of his charm.
Thank you, Artie. At least I get a compliment somewhere.
It was left-handed, but...
Thank you, Scott. He's much better on the computer. He writes me notes, and they're fun to read. But
really?
Yeah, but when he comes into the room, you just want to hang yourself. I bet you there are more suicides committed in his presence or after people have hung out with him. Do you know anyone who's ever killed themselves?
No.
No one on your bowling team?
Can't say
No one you ever worked with?
Not yet.
No? No one's ever gone postal after hanging out with you?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I think they threatened to, but...
I think they threatened to. Right? It's horrible. Does he irritate you the way he irritates me?
I'm trying to think what the high suicide rate jobs are, and one like if a coal miner lived next to Scott, what are his chances?
0. Come on. I don't know. I mean, come on.
I'm kidding around.
It's true. I mean, I've never seen anybody drain the energy out of a situation.
I do that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my specialty.
It's like I want to go home. You know what I mean? I don't want to do the show when he's in the room.
I'm leaving.
Thank you. I'll see you during commercial. You can drain me during there.
Time to go bore the hall.
What?
It's time to go bore the hall. Hello, carpet. Wake up.
He's a guy who bowls once a week, definitely.
I bowl more than once a week.
Right.
I could have been pro.
I'm on 2 leagues.
We don't even... When we do the impression of him, it's more entertaining. It's too entertaining. It's not a good impression.
Oh, yeah, you had charisma, too.
Yeah. I don't too.
It'll be taken care of.
And what is that? The breathing. I can't breathe.
I always wondered how the impression of him evolved to that with you guys, because it's not exactly him, but it's a funny version of him.
It's my pre-emphysema wheeze.
Well, listen to him talk. It always ends with... It's like this breathing thing like you got.
Oh,
I'll go, okay, give me 1 second.
Turn up that pot over there.
I'm trying to decide. You know, it must be the look of him and the sound of him together.
It is.
Right.
He's slovenly.
That's a double whammer.
Like a slug.
I'm like walking Valium. But it only lasts 3 hours.
And I love when there's an emergency in the studio. He's so slow. Like, he just will not hurry up. Like, the microphones are on the fritz or something, and you go, get Scott, and he'll just come walking in.
Oh, yeah. Never at a very crisp pace, either.
I watch turtles go past me.
You'd think he worked in another building. It takes him so long.
Yeah, right. Like where is he?
Let's see.
Here's Scott, the engineer, checking the microphone.
Hey now. Hey now.
Oh, man, I don't know. We're bringing him with us to satellite. God help me. I love the guy. His work is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here in case things get too exciting.
It's going to be weird, like we're going to be over in satellite, and it's going to be all unfamiliar territory, and we're going to be walking around a new building, and then all of a sudden you'll just run into Scott, and then you go, oh, okay.
And everything will fall into place.
Right.
Reality check.
And you know, the first day is going to be like, they don't have a lot of things they need.
I told them.
The equipment isn't...
The line isn't balanced.
Yeah.
They didn't look fun to me.
I have to drain the room again.
Yeah, what's up?
I think we figured out who that guy is. I don't want to give his name on the air because I'm not sure. But I think we know.
What guy?
What guy?
Your personal sound.
Yeah,
guy.
right. But I mean, like, how do I know him?
He's been up here doing things for us.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Oh.
He's a friend of Dan's, the song parody man.
Who are you talking about? My redheaded friend?
No. Somebody else.
A friend of Dan's?
Yeah.
Is my personal sound man?
I guess he claimed to be.
And why has he been up here?
He's been up here helping out with
helping out with
the losers. He did.
I don't even know who that is, do I? Would I know him if I ever saw him?
He was up here with Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he was up here with. Yeah, you would know him.
I know who it is.
He was up here with Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he was the guy from the sound rental company.
Oh, my God.
And he helped us with the losers do the mixing and everything.
My personal sound. Why do you think that he would go around saying he's my personal sound man?
I don't know if he said he's your personal guy, but he probably said that he's worked on the show and helped us out here.
Okay.
They couldn't find my number, so they called him.
Yeah.
I figured out who he is.
I've done some super sleuthing.
Yes, I was on the internet.
I'm 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗱.
I'm 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗱.
Elementary, my dear morning man.
I'm going to go back and think about this some more, see if I come up with other culprits. Don't worry, I'll get to the bottom of it.
I'm here to vanquish limp microphones and Professor Moriarty.
I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a friend of Dan's.
Watson? Watson. Uh-oh. Watson killed himself. He was hanging around with me and he killed himself. I still believe somebody must have killed themselves after hanging around with him.
No.
Big black cloud over Scott's head.
Well, that I know. Got the big back.
I'm a loser.
Although a lot of my neighbors enlisted for Iraq.
Yeah, maybe whole families are wiped out. That's why he hasn't heard. They're just all gone.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Scotty.
Business. Hey, now. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2.
That's Scott at work.
1, 2, 1, 2. Big, smelly, wet holes.
No.
Hey now. Hey now.
He's testing the microphone. He's an Indian.
Hey.
You didn't know he was part Indian. Like you.
Hey.
It's his suicide dance. Right before people kill themselves, he does it. Right before the people hang themselves, Scott does the suicide dance.
Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. What is that? Hey. One.
Techno, Robin.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, I just thought that was an interesting little thing. You know? My personal sound guy. Crap like that bothers me.
Well, especially when you don't have one.
I got real irritated by Sal. I wonder if he has something to do with this. I get this T-shirt in the mail the other day that says Howard Stern online chat with a big picture of, on the back it says my name in big letters and then a picture of Sal, the stockbroker, a cartoon drawing of him. Are you got anything to do with that?
No.
What is that? What is that? Why are you annoying me so much?
I don't know.
What happened there?
I try to do everything to make you happy.
What is that T-shirt?
I don't know. This guy keeps emailing me, and it got to a point where I said, look, just do whatever you want. Get out of my hair.
Just do whatever you want.
I mean, this guy...
You give him permission to make T-shirts with my name on it?
Absolutely not. I have nothing to do with that.
This is all across the back, Howard Stern.
I know, and now he wants to do the same thing with Richard, and I just stopped replying to this guy.
Well, why did you say you just said two different things. You said, I gave him permission to do whatever he wanted.
This guy said he's a big fan of the show, and he's starting an online chat.
Okay.
And he says, can I make a T-shirt with your face on it? And that's all I thought it was.
So you gave him permission to do it?
Just to put my face on a T-shirt. I didn't know he was going to put Howard Stern
Why would you do that?
I didn't know the name of the website. Because
Why would you give somebody... I feel you're lying right now.
I'm not lying.
Why would you give somebody permission?
Why
would you give somebody permission to use your image?
Because I don't care. Nobody wants to buy a T-shirt with my image on it anyway. So I said, go ahead, do what you want. It was a fluke. When the guy said to me, I want to put a T-shirt with
So did you say to him, don't put Howard's name on it?
No, because I didn't think he was going to put your name on it. If I thought he was I know better. Believe me, I know you'll hit the goddamn roof if your name's on something.
Use your brain. You don't think. And you know what it is? You like being on a T-shirt. That's fine.
I don't like being on a T-shirt. I don't care about being on a T-shirt.
Then why would you say yes to being on a T-shirt?
He's lying.
No,
he likes to be on a T-shirt.
That's not true. I don't like being on a T-shirt.
Thank you. I've had enough.
This is like a one-sided people's court.
That's it. You just gave me all the information I need. I told the guy do whatever he wants.
No.
What do you mean no? Now you're taking that back? All right. Thank you. It's done. Conversation over. Court's in recess. You've been convicted and tried.
Judge Howie has heard enough.
Judge Howie's heard enough. I don't need to hear more. That's all I needed to know.
So what's on this T-shirt now?
No, it's got my name all over it with Sal the stockbroker, and it's like I don't want that. Then people think I'm ripping them off.
Somehow.
A crappy T-shirt. Some crap T-shirt. You know what I mean? You should see this T-shirt, Artie. Even you wouldn't wear it.
No, but it is a lesson. You got to tell people. You got to tell people specifically, like 1,000,000 times, do not. All
right, I have it, because sometimes I have a difficult way of expressing myself. So I'm going to calm down and explain.
You have a difficult way of expressing yourself.
Right.
All right, let me hear this.
The guy sent me multiple emails. He was hounding me. It got to a point
where... He's hounding you?
Yes.
You had to open the emails?
They're sent to me.
Okay, so he's hounding you through email. No such thing as deleting it, moving on with your life. But go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear the rest of the explanation.
Look, I probably have 4 fans, so when somebody sends me an email, I'm polite to them.
You're excited about it.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense, right, Robin?
So far, so good.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So it got to a point where I replied and said, I can't control what you do, just do what you want.
You can't control what he does. He's asking you your permission to put your image on a T-shirt.
And once again, I didn't know.
So why would you say you can't control what it is? He's asking you for permission. So you said, I can't control you, do whatever you want. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, that gives him carte blanche to do anything.
Right. So now he can use your image anywhere he wants.
But the point
You've allowed him to use it.
He can wipe his butt with my image. Right. I mean, who cares?
Well, I do, because I'm involved.
I know, and I apologize.
And you didn't ask him what he's going to put on the shirt, nothing. You just said, do whatever you want to do.
He said he was doing a website, and he was going to ask me.
You didn't ask to see the design.
You didn't want to know the name of the website.
But I was so...
You didn't want to know the name of the website. You didn't want to know anything. You just said, okay, go ahead, because I don't want to be hounded. You're being stalked by your one fan.
Right. He wore me down.
He wore you down.
And I apologize.
Yeah, no. That's a lame excuse. You shouldn't have come back in here.
Yeah, that was worse than the first time.
It's a worse excuse. You got 4 emails, and that's him stalking you, so therefore you surrendered, you got raped, and you just spread your legs and took it because the guy wrote you 4 emails? You got to be friggin' kidding me.
And you couldn't resist the temptation of 4 emails.
It's just so you gave away all your rights.
What rights? I don't have any rights.
All right. Well, you gave away my rights.
I'm sorry.
And you didn't ask the guy the name of the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
so. That's smart. You know what? You're a very good businessman.
Howard,
I can see why you were a successful stockbroker.
He's taken the time to open these 4 emails, but he doesn't care what they say.
Right.
I do care what they say.
He got excited that he got an email.
Yeah.
So he just said, please do whatever you want.
I said, please, please.
Yeah, do whatever you need.
Please put Howard's name on it to piss him off. That's what I want.
Well, yeah.
Come on.
That's essential. You don't think.
You said do whatever you want. You got a maniac emailing you, obviously.
Now he's a maniac.
Said, do whatever you want.
This guy...
he's not a maniac. You're a maniac.
I'm a maniac. Now I'm a maniac.
Yeah, you're a maniac.
All right, very good.
You're insane.
All right. Good. I'm going to go kill myself today, all right? Will that make you feel better?
You do whatever you have to do.
Good.
Just like you told the guy.
I'm going to tattoo your name on my chest and jump off a bridge.
All right, thank you.
He doesn't understand, once again, how he wound up in trouble.
Yeah. What did he do? Did nothing wrong.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. He can't say no. No is not... The email that says no, he can't write.
What?
Do what you got to do.
Can't he say no to... He's afraid he'll lose that fan if he says no?
Yeah. He didn't want to lose his fan. And I like how he always throws Richard Christie in there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Notice there isn't a Richard Christie one. Just a Sal one.
He's always got to bring up another name. Deflection.
Yeah. Sal was excited to see a cartoon drawing of himself.
Do what you want.
What was that song by the Mamas and the Papas? Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
Go where you want to go and do what you want to do.
That's Sal's theme.
Say what you want to say.
Right.
That's his outgoing message.
All right. Who else can I pick on this morning?
Who else is out there?
Who's within my sight? Who else has done something wrong?
All's quiet.
Can't get anyone in my sights.
I can solve the issue.
Look. What?
I can solve who your personal sound man is.
Who's that?
I'll come in a second. I'll tell you.
No, tell me on that thing. You're funnier on that.
Okay. Dan, the song parody man, just showed up here. He was telling me Saturday night that he has some friends who own a karaoke bar, or his cousin's friend owns a karaoke bar. They called him at like midnight because it was their opening, and the system was down, and he ran over and he fixed it. And then he left. Dan did? Yes.
So Dan, the song parody man, is my sound man?
Well, he said he didn't tell him he was your sound man, but they knew he worked for you, and maybe that...
How would they know he worked for me?
Well, he's here. You want to ask him?
How do they get that information?
I don't know. He's here, and you can ask him. I don't know the answer. You want me to go ask him before he comes in?
No, I don't care.
Someone's coming into sight.
I'm just curious. So Dan, the song parody man, fixed the karaoke machine. He never told them that he works with me, but somehow...
Well, I think that his cousin or a friend of his cousin's called, and they knew that he worked here at times, but that's not why they called him. Does that make sense?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Baba Booey. How was Baba Booey? You ever get one of those moods, you know?
Oh, I see you're in it.
How does Dan explain...
I knew this wasn't over.
Hold on, I'm going to make this easy. You ready?
I'm just confused how people conduct their lives. I have a different way of doing things.
Dan, how did they know that you worked with Howard?
Okay, this wasn't anybody related to me. I got a phone call at midnight from a friend.
Just how do they know that you work for Howard? That's the question.
I got the person who called me to ask me to come fix it knows that I work here, so they obviously told their relatives who run the karaoke bar, oh, this guy's good, he works for Howard Stern, and that's the only assumption I can make. I basically walked in there, fixed him.
All right, that's enough. He overtalks.
We got it. I got the answer.
We got it. Thank you, Dan. I mean, assumption. Well, all right. Okay, there you go. Now we got to the bottom of this story. See?
Turns out to be no story at all.
No story whatsoever. We'll be packing our bags today, thanks God. We'll be doing that. You'll help us pack our bags.
We gotta get out.
I gotta get out of here.
If it's the last thing we ever do.
I can't wait already. I gotta get out. Some press release came out yesterday about subscriptions going through the roof over where we're going. And did you happen to see that?
No, I didn't.
Let me see if I can find it. It was really, you know, that's great. Everyone's coming with us. Well, not everyone, obviously, but a lot of people are. And that makes me feel good.
Excellent.
Because I'm really working hard to make this thing the greatest thing ever. And I just don't stop working on it. I love it. I'm enjoying myself like I never have before. And I'm ready to leave here. These creeps at 𝗏𝗄𝗿𝗄, everyone is so panicked. I was seeing that the competing satellite company, XM, now is all freaked out about Sirius's subscriptions. They're planning a big fourth-quarter advertising campaign.
I've noticed an increase in their advertising lately.
Yeah, those morons sat in my apartment. What do we do next? What do we do next? I said, what do you do next? I don't know what to tell you to do next. I don't know what to tell you. In other words, they wanted to make me an offer to come over there. And then the guy turns to me and goes, well, what do we do next? Maybe we should have another meeting. And my agent would say, what are you meeting about? Well, I guess what you would do is make us a formal offer. Well, we'll have another meeting. The meetings, they got no shortage of over at XM. There's a meeting for everything. And I said to my agent, I don't know what these guys are doing. They're doing some sort of weird dance. One day, 7 guys piled into my apartment. 7 of them. And I'm sitting there and bringing out, they got booklets on why they're the best. And
they're doing a whole presentation.
Yeah, with color charts. You never saw a presentation like that. I'm sitting there going, I'm ready to fall off my couch. I'm so bored. And I go, this is some group to throw in with. Some of the programming people looked like they were going to fall asleep during it. I mean, you had to see. I mean, the energy. Talk about the energy being sucked out of a room. Wow. And they finished up this 2-hour presentation. They flew in a friend of mine, Yarmon, and who I love. But I at the end of the presentation, I was like, they go, so what do we do next? This is after 74 meetings. What do we do next? I said to my agent, these guys are not for real. What do we do next? I mean, what would you do if you wanted to buy someone's services?
Right.
What do you mean, what do we do next?
They act as if they've never been in this situation before.
What do we do next? Well, let's see. What do we do next? Why don't we have a board of directors meeting? We'll figure out what to do next. The first time they offered me a job 5 years ago, they offered me something. They said, well, we have to go to the board of directors about this. And it was not an extraordinary deal of any kind. And I said, okay. And I didn't hear from him for a month. And after it was announced in the paper, that I had signed with Infinity Broadcasting, they called up and said, listen, we met with the board of directors. They've okayed the deal. And I said to my agent, do they read the newspaper? I mean, it is the broadcast. I mean, it's all over the paper that I re-signed.
Quietly done.
I've talked on the air. How do they, like they got to be kidding, right?
They were in a meeting when the paper came out. They were in a
meeting when the paper came out. That's maybe an explanation that I could not figure out. So now they're going to do a big advertising push. Well, let me tell you something.
Well, now they figured out what to do next.
You got to understand something. You got to understand the history of satellite. The company we're going to, Sirius, got in the game late. And when I signed, they were only at 600,000 subscribers. Now they're going to be upwards of 3 million. Now, XM is ahead, and the reason is when they were the first company, they signed a deal with General Motors, the car company. The only thing they got going right now is when someone buys a new GM car, they just automatically install that in the car.
Right.
So people can convert that for like $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not impossible to get.
Yes, that's the point. And the thing is now, because they had that deal with GM, so that's why their numbers have gone up. But once all the car dealerships that Sirius has, once those deals really start manufacturing go into effect, like Ford and all them, game over.
Mm. Plus, I told you I was with a friend at a GM dealership. The guy had no idea who I was. I was just sitting there listening to what was going on, and he says, as soon as the satellite comes up, he goes, "We don't have Howard."
Yeah.
That's what they said. They get really sad, and they start to speak in low tones.
I know. Well, you know.
Oh.
What can I tell you? Hey, Eddie.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, brother.
Pretty good. Hey, Artie, Robin, Fred, how you doing? Listen, Howard, I hooked up my Sirius. I called in. It was so easy to put it on. I called in. I got a great...
I'm surprised. I heard something. They do something like that, and I'm surprised. That's how Jack LaLanne went out of business or whatever. Not Jack LaLanne. There was one, I remember, an exercise, a gym.
Exercise place, yeah.
Vic Tanny, I think. Used to give, years ago, a lifetime membership. But that's great. That's great. Good for you, Eddie.
I know.
Good for you.
It's great, man. It's great.
Good for you.
You know? I got you ready, Howard. I'm ready. I'm going with you, man. My brother gave it to me for Christmas as a birthday present. And I'm all the way. I'm going with you guys, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing you.
You were born on Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It's Jesus on.
Tell me more about your life.
Well, I was upstairs. I did the limbo.
Oh, yeah.
With high pitch. So now Irish John named me Eddie Sachs.
I said to them over there, I said, lifetime subscription, you should only give that to 90-year-olds. How old are you?
I'm going to be 38.
Yeah, what's your life expectancy? Let's see, what are you, Hispanic?
I'm Hispanic, yes, sir.
Yeah, you live in an impoverished neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, I live in, yeah. I actually live in the Bronx, and it's a nice neighborhood. It's not too bad, you know.
He doesn't have much time.
Either you'll be killed in a gang war, or so maybe you'll live to 50 if you're lucky. All right, so now I understand why they gave you a lifetime subscription.
I don't come out of my house. Once I go in, I don't come out.
Oh, boy. You see? Well, maybe with the lack of air, the lack of oxygen, you'll drop dead soon.
I actually know Eddie. He delivers downstairs. He's a produce guy.
Yes, very nice guy.
Yeah, I deliver to Noble, Howard, your favorite place.
Yes, I know you. I know who you are. I've got my eye on you. Now that you have a lifetime subscription, I got to make sure you're not too healthy. Thank you.
Right. Thanks a lot, Howard. Bye-bye.
Right.
Howard.
A lot of Hispanic guys have trouble saying Howard. They can't put the D at the end. And we worked with a morning guy here who used to be on the Spanish radio station on the AM, and it's one thing, okay. He named his son Howard, and he called him Howard. I said, why would you name your son Howard if you can't pronounce it? What do you mean I can't say Howard? I go, it's Howard. That's not how I say. I say Howard. All right. Listen, another thing that doesn't make sense to me. Put that on the heap right next to the guys at XM. What do we do next? What do we do next? You mean I got to tell you what to do next? What is this, a dance?
Do you want me or not?
What are we, two 13-year-olds? Do you want me? My legs are spread. Now give it to me. Howard. I love how, you, Panero, goes around saying, oh, well, there was a good deal for Howard, but a very bad deal for satellite. I'm like, oh, okay. Real bad.
Seems like the best thing that ever happened.
Yeah, it seems real horrible. There are two types of men. There's a guy who is in a room with a gorgeous woman and says, can I kiss you? And then there are those that kiss. They just go in and kiss. I prefer to be with the guy who kisses me, not the one who asks. Just lay it on me. Move in for the kill.
Make your move.
Make your move, douchebag. What do we do next?
Take a chance.
I'll tell you. Oh, kiss me. Take me.
I'm ready.
It turns me on. Bad Business 101.
Oh, yeah.
And this moron who runs Clear Channel, I'm listening to him on C-SPAN, somebody sent me, or ESPN, one of those.
Maybe on C-SPAN.
I don't know. Lowry Mays' son, Mark Mays, his dad put together Clear Channel. Now he's got a job. Now he's an expert on radio. He's actually going around. With all their connections, they're probably trying to get George Bush to put this through. Thank God George Bush is in so much trouble. I don't think he's too busy trying to save his presidency.
Can't listen.
Yeah, but anyway, he's going around saying, you know what, it's not fair. Not fair.
Was it fair to buy up every concert venue?
Yeah, he goes, it's really not fair that satellite isn't regulated by the FCC, the speech. And to make it a level playing field, a level playing ground, they have to regulate satellite. You notice how all of a sudden these guys are scared of satellite? One reason, and one reason only. Hello. They never used to worry about it. They used to let their employees work on it. Bubba the Love Sponge was telling me he used to be on satellite and be on Clear Channel at the same time. Right. They could have cared less.
But they kicked you off the air.
They kicked me off the air. Now they want a level playing field.
They didn't want it level for you.
You don't hear broadcast television going, oh, you have to regulate cable.
Cable, right. They never said that.
Yeah, but because it would have been left out of the box. The whole thing's a joke. The whole goddamn industry, all they're talking about is me and my move to satellite. And I love it. I love that the mighty Clear Channel sitting there begging the government to regulate satellite.
How is that not fair? It's a pay service.
Yeah, it's a pay service.
Well, it's not fair because they've had an open door to people's wallets.
Well, let me tell you something. They've had a monopoly. He comes from a background where his dad handed him everything. So he's like, well, wait a second. Well, that's what they do. They chum up to government officials and try to make things fair for them.
Right.
What do you mean, how is it fair? People have to pay for where I'm going. How's that fair for us?
Right. It's not free airwaves that were given to you.
We got to create a whole new universe. I love how suddenly they're worried that they're being disadvantaged. His father gave him a company. He has no clue what to do with it. It's his father who's the brain.
Well, it's just sitting there raking in the cash, and now he sees the threat of competition. He's like, oh, we've never had that before.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's not fair.
We don't want to compete. we want our pal George W. to somehow regulate these guys out of the industry.
That's right. We don't need competition in this industry.
We're getting nervous. Between the two satellite services, there's already over 8 million people subscribing. Wasn't the line, no one's going to pay for radio? Now, all of a sudden, there's 8 million people paying. And watch it double and triple. And quadruple. Because it's not fair. You got to level the playing field.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 you big baby. That's what we'll do. We'll regulate everything so you can have a level playing field.
I might not get any richer.
Yeah. The guy's only worth $12 billion.
Well, I think, we've always viewed ourselves as very responsible broadcasters, and that's really what we focus on. We do think...
Good. Be responsible, which means bow to the government.
Is that the son of Mays?
Yeah.
That creating a level playing field for that indecency is critical from the perspective if you're going to allow one content provider a different series.
Yeah, well, then shouldn't we regulate the Internet? He's not worried about that. He's only worried about one name, Howard Stern. Period, end of sentence.
That's right. If he can't use you, nobody should be able to.
Right.
You should just be drummed out of the business.
Well, that's what he was saying after he fired me and didn't pay me. He said that Viacom should have to fire us, too.
Absolutely.
And then when I signed with Satellite, now he says that satellite should have to be regulated. Well, why not regulate the Internet based on that, Mr. Mays? Maybe we should regulate everything so you can have a fair playing field, so that you can get even richer. You know what? Let's see the future. Here's my prediction. Your radio station's worth 0. 0. What do you think of that prediction? 0.
Well, they should level the playing field.
Howard Stern's ridiculous. I don't think our stations are in any danger of being worth 0. Let's see. I can't wait to say the F word. Let's effing see. I'll be saying the F word in 46 shows. 46 shows from now, I'll be saying the F word.
We've always thought of ourselves as responsible broadcasters.
No, you haven't.
Or sets of content versus another content provider. In other words, you're going to allow satellite radio or to go out and broadcast the Howard Stern show, or you're not going to allow us to. Then you have to create some...
No, you took me off the air because you bowed. You're going to allow them to broadcast the Howard Stern show? You're not going to allow them to broadcast...
fight for your rights.
You know what he wants? He wants a baseball game where the umpire roots for one team.
Right.
Him. Dude, it's a pay service. Get it through your head. The United States Constitution protects that. It's a pay service. People have the right to bring it into their home. And not only that, you can block out my channel if I offend you.
Worry about your own programming.
Yeah. You're an open-air broadcaster. You've got to deal with different rules than we do. Ha, ha, ha. Go F yourself, you frigging spoiled rich brat.
And they're the rules you agreed to.
You've been handed everything in life, including a company. Go F yourself.
That would be like if I went to the store and picked up Playboy or Penthouse magazine that I bought for myself, that it would be regulated.
Yeah, it should be It should be made more like Time magazine, because they play by the rules.
Yeah, or People.
Right.
Or any book.
Right. Well, let's regulate books. What he's really saying is Howard's too popular. It's not fair. Howard's bringing people over.
I would hire him, but they won't let me.
Yeah. They let you. You didn't have to fire me.
Wham. Again, it's the wham.
Oh, because he's used to getting everything he wants. His dad made him that promise when he was born. Son, he held him in his arms. I'm going to give you my empire. But, Dad, your empire, it's crumbling.
But they won't let us have Howard Stern.
Yeah, everything's about Howard Stern. Mr. America suddenly woke up to the threat of satellite. I love it. You're all squirming. I love it.
I've seen you sitting at home twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah. Oh, he would have liked me fired. Oh, I can't wait to use the word sea-sucker on the air.
He decided not to broadcast you, not them.
Yeah.
Well, he did broadcast, and then when the heat hit his little feeties, he threw us off.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, Howard? How you doing?
Hey, brother.
I can hear it in your voice. You can't wait to go to satellite.
I cannot wait.
Why don't you just go now? Just quit and go now. Let's get it going.
I can't.
Let's do that.
Why can't you?
Why can't I quit? Because I have a contract and I'm honoring it. Although I see there's a way for me to get fired. Listen to this.
What's that?
I just read this. This is funny. We got to find out what happened. Infinity spokeswoman Karen Mateo has confirmed that Greg Henson and Michelle McCormick, the midday team at Infinity FM Talker, WKRK Detroit, I think that's what we're on, have been off the air since the end of their shift on Wednesday, September 28th, in connection to some questionable comments made during the show. The remarks were reportedly directed at Tic Tac, the night host at Clear Channel's Crosstown CHR Pop WKQI.
There's somebody named Tic Tac on the air?
Yeah, and I guess they goofed on him. They must have said something weird.
What did they say?
I don't know. Who knows what they said about him? I don't even know who Tic Tac is.
Let's talk about Tic Tac.
So if I could just get a transcript of that and insult Tic Tac, if he wouldn't mind, then I guess if I insult Tic Tac, I'll be fired.
Wow.
No, I'm a man who honors his contracts. Infinity Broadcasting has been my home for 20 years. I am an honest guy. I'm a forthright guy. I am not going to sit there and try and get myself fired or be up to shenanigans.
You honor your contracts. You expect other people to honor theirs.
Yeah, the only people who honor contracts these days are the radio talent and Infinity. They've always honored my contracts, and I admire that, and I'm not going to screw them over. I'm a man of my word.
Hey, is Tom back today?
No, and I got to find out what's going on now. Let me take a break, and then I'll check into that situation, okay?
Because, Howard, hold on a second. They bleeped that guy when he was talking about that lifetime subscription.
Oh, they bleep everything. They don't know what to bleep. They bleep there's so much censorship.
Everything is indecent and obscene.
Everything's indecent. They're worried that someone will hear a word about satellite. Forget it. I'm going. It's all over the newspaper. It's over.
I guess the only chart XM didn't bring was their checkbook to your apartment that night, huh?
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was just like they were like doing this dance where they're convincing me what a great company it is. And I go, okay, great.
Now what?
Now what? The guy says to me, now what? I go, I don't know. Do whatever you want.
He's not supposed to be the now what guy. You are.
Why'd you take off yesterday, Howard, if you don't go to Temple? What's the deal? What are we doing there?
Hey, brother. If I could
don't tell me, brother, all right? Because that's why you ain't quitting, because you want the money. You ain't going to leave those greenbacks on the table.
Dude, I'm getting way more money.
Forget about your honor in your contract, okay? Don't blow smoke up my ass.
What?
He's saying that Jews are only in it for the money. Well, let me tell you something, douchebag.
That's why you're quitting. You wanted to quit 6 months ago. You're not leaving that money on the table.
Well, let's poke a hole in your logic then, since I'm a cheap Jew.
I didn't call you a Jew, okay? I asked you why you took off
I would take the implication.
And you go to Temple.
Yeah.
So why do you need the day off?
The implication you're making is that I'm staying here for the money. The money is...
Why don't you go there then? Quit.
I don't. I honor my contract.
You don't honor nothing. What about all your fans? You're not honoring them that can't get serious. How about them?
Well, what do you want from me? I have to leave.
Exactly.
I don't have an opportunity to broadcast. I don't care. I honor my fans. I don't put out coffee mugs and crap.
Get off my phone. Every day. I can't get you on Sirius.
Good. I don't want you there.
Shut up.
Oh, my God.
Shut up.
That was a strange phone call.
Yeah. Wow.
Shut up!
What logic that guy had.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
I'm staying here for the money?
You're picking up every penny, but there's more pennies over there.
They've taken all the money out of this situation. We've been canceled everywhere because of indecency. Hey, anyway, we got to take a break. We'll come back and we'll find out about Tom Trisano. I don't know anything what's going on there.
Hey, he's not here, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I want to check into everything.
Yeah, we got to check in on that because I haven't any information either.
But first, these words.
Hey, stuff on primetime television like Howard Stern.
Come on! Yeah! I love it. Come on, let's get it over with. It's 46 shows left here, but one more down the drain today, so let's call it 45. It's time. We're packing our bags later in the show.
Hello, Gary. This is Riley Martin, author of the book The Coming of 10. I have information concerning the flood down in New Orleans and other places along that Gulf Coast. And I think Howard and I should discuss it a little bit. So why don't you guys give me a call? Take care. Give my love to everybody. Best wishes to Robin and all the crew, okay? Take care now. Bye.
So, Riley, let's assume... Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Howard.
I got your message. That's why I'm calling you. Let's assume that you're telling the truth, that you have been abducted by aliens on numerous occasions. You have learned the secrets of the universe from aliens, as you say, the coming of 10.
Yes, the coming of 10.
Why do you call after a disaster? Why don't you call before?
Well, because you've got enough soothsayers and doomsayers in the world, Howard. I did not sign on to be your psychic friend.
No, but it doesn't make sense.
All I'm saying is that if you read my book, you will find that all of these things that are coming to pass has already been written in the book.
But this is why people have trouble believing your story. You're good at calling up after a disaster to
I
warn
wrote
us.
the book 16 years ago. You will find all these things written in the book that was written.
What are you calling to say now? People should get out of New Orleans?
No.
Yeah, what information do you have about the floods?
These storms, the intensity of these hurricanes and these floods are a direct result of humanity itself. That is, we're putting hydro and fluorocarbons and methane into the atmosphere at a drastic rate, heating up the air, letting through...
but we knew that.
Yeah, UV rays at the ozone that's warming up the waters that's causing these terrible storms.
But we know that already. What do you tell us that's new?
Apparently the world does not know it because it's not going to alternate energy sources. It is not making drastic steps to alter this circumstance, and it's only going to get worse. Now, as far as those dear people down in Louisiana and Mississippi and around...
How is this new information, though? This is not new information. This is the information that many, many environmentalists have been saying, that the ozone layer is being depleted.
Well, I am to a great extent reiterating it, but if you let me get back...
Give us some specific
if you let me get back to the flood.
Get back to
now, where it is a terrible and tragic thing.
Yes.
The flood is a tragic thing. Nonetheless... This is going to be a new birth, a new dawning for that city. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because
it's been
the government has allotted a lot of money to rebuild. The whole city has got to be rebuilt. People who did not have a house will get one. People who did not have a job will get one. It's going to be for like 3 or 4 years.
Right.
Then they're going to become productive, tax-paying citizens and all this.
I understand.
Consequently,
hey, Riley,
the money that the government doesn't steal.
Riley.
You can't mean that's the information you called us with.
Is that the information you wanted to tell us? By the way,
among other things.
Hey, by the way, Riley, I've got this is fantastic. And by the way, everyone should go to thecomingoftan.com. But I understand you were contacted on the phone by aliens the other day. I have the tape of it. I'd like to play it now so people can hear it.
Do you remember that call?
Yeah, you understand. You guys are totally mentally challenged, I suppose. But play it if you wish.
Okay, here we go.
Mentally challenged.
Hello?
Yes, can I speak with Riley, please?
Yes, who's calling?
Riley, this is 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱. I'm a Targzician from the Blumpkin Galaxy. What are you laughing for? Have you been drinking?
Who are you?
We've had a meeting, Riley, and we've decided that you're maybe not the best representative of us aliens.
Do you understand that you're wasting my valuable time with this asinine bull?
Is this Riley Martin? I am 𝗛𝗏𝗏 from Planet
I
𝗏𝗏𝗏.
know who you are and what you are. And you are wasting my time.
Riley, can you hear me? I am Harry Tate from the Planet Bullseye Car.
You have stomach problems. Sometimes there's blood in your stool from alcoholic imbibing.
Keep talking. I'm stroking my hydrogen rod. I love your voice.
And various other things. Nonetheless, the world is dying, and you are trying to do a skit.
Have you ever sucked an alien?
And
may we probe you again, Riley? You're ripe for probing.
Listen to me very carefully. When you hang up this phone,
quack, 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 quack,
you will feel a squeezing in your heart region.
Riley, there is a television missing from Planet 𝗛𝗏𝗏. We are going to investigate this immediately.
I I knew we shouldn't have picked a drunken black guy to spread our message.
Oh, no, they called us back.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, is this, Raleigh? Is this Raleigh?
Who is this?
This is, an alien from a retarded planet.
From now, for the next 24 hours, let it be upon you that you will understand that you are with something that's greater than you know.
I would like to ask you, are you dumb?
Bastard. Now, go away. Hello?
This is 𝗦𝗵cie, the gay alien.
Oh, come again?
This is 𝗦𝗵cie, the gay alien.
Can't hear you.
I gave you the anal probing last year.
Hey, man. You're toast. You idiots.
Wow,
I guess you really are in touch with the alien.
Hey, listen,
well, that was fun.
I love when Coos call him, he hangs up.
Yeah, you have some nerve. How do you know those weren't real aliens? What was the tip-off?
Yeah, Howard. I don't mind you guys having fun, man, but the world's in a lot of trouble. You have to understand. That you are not exempt nor safe from what's going to happen to your ass. You know, I mean, none of you are exempt or safe from what's coming down on you, man. And so you should try to learn something. I mean, I understand you like to have fun and what have you. But sometimes you should begin to listen a little bit.
You think they're going to rebuild New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna rebuild it. And people who did not have a job are gonna have a job.
I've been in touch
and
with...
a lot of them are gonna have houses.
Excuse me, I've been in touch with the aliens, and they say New Orleans is going to change drastically.
What's going to happen?
You don't care because you think that you're omnipotent because you got some bucks.
You using the F word.
And you want to make fun of these poor people?
We're making
fun of you, not poor people.
We knew they were rebuilding New Orleans.
Yeah, we already knew that. We were waiting to hear some new information from the aliens.
Yeah, it's going to get worse, Howard.
There you go.
That's going to get worse.
All right, listen, everyone go to Riley Martin's website.
Can you tell us where the next spot will be so that we be prepared?
Let me ask it in aliens.
Okay.
Where would the next hot spot be?
We got more storms coming. Don't worry about it.
So you're not going to help those people get out before it hits either?
No.
Right, but look for a rash of new diseases and things of this nature to break loose.
The bird flu?
Bird flu?
Not necessarily just the bird flu. There'll be other diseases that will migrate across to humans and things of this nature. Many of them have been planted among third world countries to kill off a number of the people.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The aliens are coming through and they say it's going to get cold this winter.
You know what? I think Riley goes to the movies and then he comes back with these predictions.
Yeah, John Travolta and such.
Otherwise, I know that I'm paying $3 a gallon for gas.
Right.
And the gas companies are making 4 times more money now than they ever made before.
That's true.
You guys should try and keep an eye on these type of things because we are being shafted, robbed.
Who's planting the illnesses?
Killed.
All right, listen,
bombed out.
Riley. I'm going to tell everybody for more information on all of this stuff, and to get your book, go to thecomingoftan.com. That's really the true message.
Right. Spelled like suntan. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Get that book.
And
Riley, who's planting the viruses in the other countries?
We go to the website, Robin, for Christ's sake. Hey, Riley.
Yeah.
And find out from the aliens who Jodie Foster's baby's daddy is. I want to know. All right. Thank you, Riley.
Hey, thanks, man. Take care.
Find out if Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore are really married.
Thank you.
Sure. Take care now.
All right. Riley, by the way, we're going to have him over to do it. He's finally going to get a half hour.
And you'll be able to tell everybody all this information.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You're going to give me a half hour, man?
Yeah, I really am.
Hey, beautiful.
All right, later, brother.
Yeah, take care.
Right.
Beautiful.
You're having fun.
I mean,
there are people dying, man. You've got a house.
You think you're omnipotent.
I like when he goes.
Hello, this is Riley Vaughn.
Like you don't. You could just say.
You got to have the whole name. This isn't Riley. It's Riley Vaughn.
You could just say,
"Hi, it's me."
Yeah.
With that voice.
Him and High Pitch Eric. It's like.
Yeah.
Hi, it's High Pitch Eric.
I like when he goes, you don't know what's going to happen to your ass.
We'll be back right after these words. Carry my stuff. I don't want to carry it.
Right. Well, maybe you can get those cheerleaders to do it.
Maybe I'll get them, the 2 cheerleaders.
Yeah.
We've got a call. Gary, get them for this show. Those 2 cheerleaders.
Thank you.
I think it's hot that 2 NFL cheerleaders were doing each other in a bathroom and then got into a fight with chicks because they were interrupting their sex.
Yeah, because it was angry chicks who were like, you bitches.
Those 2 chicks are hot.
It's not the same old that you hear on old...
Anyway, so I'm not going to play the rest of this, but anyway, there is a leak inside.
Who is that talking right now?
Tim Sabian.
Oh.
That's why I like the news. 50 Cent is coming in today. Simon Cowell.
I've been reading a lot about him.
Fitty?
Yeah. Did you know he doesn't drink or smoke?
I'm sorry for him.
Simon
What kind
Cowell?
of rapper is that?
Hey, before we get to 50 Cent, Richard and Sal were in Texas, in Dallas.
Oh, yes, they traveled again this weekend. I saw the suitcases in the hall on Friday, and I thought, it's another weekend on the road with the boys.
They were doing stand-up. And Cliff Pallet shows up to all that stuff.
He loves it when anybody from the show goes to Texas.
He shows up at all your appearances, right, Artie?
When I went to Dallas, he was with me throughout 2 shows and a signing, and almost came to dinner with me and Dana.
Cliff, you live for the dudes coming to your show, coming to the shows and letting you backstage, right?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
He loves it.
I mean, there's nothing going on in his life unless somebody from this show is coming to town.
So Sal and Richard go out and do these appearances. They do stand-up, and I guess they bring Gary the retard.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. I heard last time they dressed him up in a Nazi uniform, and Gary was yelling out Sieg Heil.
Oh, jeez.
And
he has no idea what he's doing.
And I told Sal and Richard I thought that was wrong. I think they stopped doing that. I mean, I just thought it was wrong because Gary doesn't know what he's even doing.
I mean, they could get him beat up, and he still won't know why he's being hit.
One of the reasons we did that is just because I needed a new set of clothes. So this is actually the outfit Gary was wearing that night. So I paid for the outfit because I knew I could wear the clothes after he was done with it.
That's nice.
Actually, Howard, it was Gary's complete idea to be Hitler. We had nothing to do. Yeah.
You videotaped that. I want to put that
How
up.
could it be his idea?
Because it was ours.
I want to put that on demand.
Oh, you should. It's sick. And Bob Levy, who was a Jew, had no idea we were bringing out Hitler to the stage. So Bob goes, let's hear it for Gary the retard. And all of a sudden, this retarded Hitler gets on stage.
Bob didn't know who it was at first.
Yeah.
He was like shocked.
Did Cliff Pallet hang out with you guys all weekend?
All weekend. We actually filmed a little movie with him.
What's that called?
Cliff Paletti, Private Dick.
I am.
Where's that movie?
We're editing it now. It's great.
It's the story
suitable for on demand.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. What's it about?
It's the story of how 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱 turns into cleft palate. The changing of the voice.
I proposed that I would pose for them.
Is that
and they
right?
Were like, yeah. And they were like, no, let's just talk.
Would you have done that?
I want to be in the magazine.
Would you have posed? Was that really a concept of yours?
No, look, these. I have not worn a bra since year one. The girls are so far on the floor. They would have to back up so much to get them.
Have you ever appeared nude in any production whatsoever?
No.
Never.
No.
You would never do that.
Please, I know what's under here.
You're not looking to show it up.
I don't want to show anybody.
Well, you're so right, because people say, well, you're so outrageous. How come you've never shown your penis in public? I go, because there's hardly one there. I said if I had something big to show off, I would show it.
Yeah. If the girls were up on my shoulders, sure, I would be popping them out all the time. But that's not what's going on here. I can tie them in the night on my head.
So when you started this 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 project, how does it end up on HBO if HBO and you parted ways?
Because they began to understand that what I was trying to do was the better plan.
It is the better plan.
It is the better plan.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, you could have just shown 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 on the whole performance of her doing Hugh Hefner's Playboy show.
Right.
But instead, you're taking people around and saying, hey, let me give you an education on 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿.
Well, yeah, because what I don't know how I missed it, but what I didn't understand was that she had played a huge part in the civil rights movement.
She did?
Yes, because she was talking about all of this stuff in her show.
That's true.
In ways that people didn't realize they were getting schooled.
Right.
But they were getting schooled. And so it was like, oh, my God. So you look at the fabric. She did Abraham, Martin, and John after...
right, I remember. Oh, that's
Martin
right.
Luther King was
She recorded that.
Yeah. And when you hear her sing it, you get it because you realize, yes, these are people that she knew because she did know John Kennedy. She did go to the White House.
Where did
all
she
those
live?
Things. She lived up in New Rochelle.
Oh, she did?
She's from Brevard, North Carolina. That much I know for sure. And she lived in New Rochelle. She worked a lot at the Apollo. She did Carnegie Hall. She played all these places. She was, at one point, the highest paid female entertainer in the world.
You know what I admire about you? You have this passion for 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, and you actually went out and did something about it. Now that I think about it, it kind of inspires me, because I do have certain people in my life that have influenced me, and I'm fascinated by them.
Right.
And yet, it never occurred to me to say, hey, that's a passion of mine. Why wouldn't I try to turn people on in some sort of documentary or something like that?
Well, I'm sure I would in a way. Part of it is because you're in your head saying, well, a lot of people will take care of this because a lot of people know who this is.
Right.
The reason this came about is because what I discovered was, A, nobody knew who Moms was anymore,
right.
and nobody knows who any of these comics are. Mantan, Marlin, the folks we grew up knowing
who
about.
were on the party records.
Yeah, and then you got a guy like Red Fox, who was known from Sanford and Son, but I knew him from his party records, and that's what was really a turn on to me.
I mean, and the fact that, we had to do stuff socially. Like, we had to hide. Yeah. When the parents went out, you waited for them to
and you listened to party records.
And you listened to party records. And so did they. They got together and had a social evening listening to records.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But that doesn't happen anymore.
No.
With 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, though, she was so powerful. And now that you're bringing her up, I'm thinking what her life must have been. Here's this talented woman, great comic, but she's definitely, she was born in the wrong time period because, first of all, who would even imagine that she could even get a career on stage?
Well, because
as a black woman.
We had the Chitlin circuit.
Right.
Which was where all the black folks went to perform because they weren't allowed to perform in a lot of the clubs in the rest of the country. So there was a whole area, where black people went and saw performers that they understood and they knew, and it worked for them because, you know, Mantan Moreland came from there, Peg Leg Bates came from there, a lot of the folks that most people don't know about. That was the performance space, and that's how they got to be better known. And Tyler Perry reawakened that circuit because no one was making
anything for
that group.
Yeah, what's weird too is that you know, it occurs to me, everyone's always asking me, who do you think the funniest comics are and stuff, and I never mention 𝗦𝗵cie.
None of us do.
And I should. Like she made me laugh till I almost threw up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't laugh that hard at anybody. And 𝗦𝗵cie
She was
could do that.
appointment television. When you heard that 𝗦𝗵cie was going to be on a show, you sat there.
Yeah, I mean.
Did anyone ever put her in a movie or anything?
Oh, yeah, she's in 2 films.
Mad World, maybe?
No. I wish.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But there were no female comics. There were comedians.
Yeah.
But no comics in that movie, no females.
Did you get to meet her family when you made this thing?
No, there's not a lot of folks.
Not
a lot of folks left.
Wow.
You
Was she married?
It's hard to say.
Wow.
I know
it's a complete mystery.
In a way, it is.
And you identify with her because she was one of your heroes.
Because she was funny, and she told stories. You know, it's like Richard. For me, Richard Pryor is that's my brain.
Right.
And Mom's is my brain, because anybody who can tell a story and leave space for a punchline, I think is great.
Right.
You know?
She's brave in that she could literally take a pause on stage.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. You know, that's a weird... I talked to Jerry Seinfeld about that, about timing and stuff.
Yeah.
People say, what do you mean brave? I mean, when you're in front of a crowd, to take a pause...
That's right.
There's silence.
Yes.
And it scares the shit out of you.
Because we're so used to filling every second of every moment of every day. I mean, my God, we can't even go to the bathroom without the telephone.
I remember when I first saw you, it was like the one-woman show. When I see that, you took a lot of pauses like 𝗦𝗵cie did. And I always thought when you got involved with Billy Crystal and Robin Williams, when you guys started to do comic relief and you would appear together,
right?
I feel those guys were not in your rhythm. Robin Williams is a kind of tell me if I'm right about this, because I've always wanted to ask you. I always feel Robin Williams is this frantic kind of, he's got his own energy. It's and I felt Billy would stand there and almost try to be his straight man, like his Carl Reiner, the Mel Brooks, and he would try. And then you would be on the stage, and you work a completely different way.
Yeah.
You'll work through an impression and a character and stuff. And then you're sitting there going, like, I'm trying to sort of figure out where I fit in with these two guys. And was it awkward for you ever when you were doing comic relief?
Because the boys didn't let it be awkward for me, but I felt awkward because I didn't know how to do what they did.
Right. That's not your shtick.
It wasn't my thing, but they loved me enough to let me, to carry me along to play.
Yeah.
And so because of them, though, I've learned how to do stand-up.
But were they gracious enough to you? Because they should have let you play in the style that you do. Like, they could have...
Oh, no, they fought a lot for me to do the things I got to do.
Are you still friendly with those guys?
Oh, yeah.
You are? Like, when
I just did a thing.
You do, but aside from the work, because when you guys got on stage, what's exciting? It was like, hey, look at these...
They call and they say, you all right? Just out of the blue, I'll get a note, or
Billy will call you, or Robin will call you.
Robin will call and say, I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard, is everything... Because, people get nervous if they don't hear anything.
Right, really. What happened?
I'm underground for the most part.
Will you ever get together with them socially? Will you guys ever go out to dinner together? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a close relationship.
Yeah. They're like, I mean, this is sounding crazy, but they're like my big brother. They're like my big brothers.
I can't figure... you have to fill in holes in your life for me, okay? Because I don't understand certain things, how they all came about. Where were you born?
Chelsea, 26th Street and 10th Avenue.
And your name was Karen at that point.
Yes, still is Karen.
Right. Does anyone call you Karen anymore?
Yeah.
Who calls you Karen? Who has that?
My mom calls me Karen until she passed.
She did?
Yeah.
But is that the only person who
No,
called
my
you?
brother will call me Karen.
And like Mom's Mayberly, there are sketchy parts of your past. I can't find out if they're true or not.
Yes.
Your mom was she a drug addict?
Oh God, no! I was the drug addict.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But your mom and dad split.
Yeah.
And your dad was one of those dads that never showed up. I get the feeling.
No, he came around when he was in the mood.
I feel like it was, though, a disastrous situation.
Oh, no.
It wasn't?
No. See, this is the thing. People assume.
Well, let's get it straight.
This is the filling in.
Yeah,
this is the filling in for you.
Well, because from what I read about you, that your dad
can't
go by that.
Can't go by any of that.
Your dad left, I thought.
Right.
And
they
then when
split up.
I thought like it was, no dad in the picture.
Well, he wasn't living with us, and
right.
and
but was there regular visitation? It wasn't like today where you have half the week with your dad and half the week with your mom.
No.
It was your mom raised you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And at 8 years old, you start performing on stage. You started to go and do shows.
When I was 7. We have the Hudson Guild is downtown, and it's a settlement house. And they had a children's program that Helena Rubinstein paid for.
Wow.
And so I was part of the Helena Rubinstein Children's Theater at the Hudson Guild.
And did people recognize you at that theater group as someone almost like a prodigy that you were were you a great performer right away?
I probably wasn't. But I liked it. I was a bold performer.
Did you say that I am going to be a great performer one day? Did you say that to yourself? Was that your fantasy growing up?
No, what I said to my mother was, I want to do this. I like this.
Was your mother the type that would say, hey, you're not gonna get to do this.
Oh, no.
Look at where you live. Look at who you are. Forget it. No, she was supportive.
My mother said, listen, this is what my mother said to me. If you can handle the fact that not everybody's going to like what you do, if you can handle the fact that not everybody's going to understand and therefore not like what you do,
right,
you'll be fine. If you want to follow the crowd and do what everybody does, that's fine too. So you have to make a decision.
Most performers, I think, go into it because they're looking for love.
Right.
And it's almost... you expect it to be magical that everyone will love you.
Yeah,
So your mother's advice was actually brilliant.
Oh, listen, my mom was a Head Start teacher, really smart, crazy smart woman.
Right.
And she knew that she had two very different children because I was also dyslexic. I am dyslexic. And so trying to figure out how to learn things and help me get to where I needed to go. She understood it, and so it never freaked her out, and she did what she did.
Were you a bad student?
I was a bad student if you needed me to read or figure numbers. Very bad.
Have you figured out how to read now? I mean, or is it just painful for you and you just kind of skip it?
Reading is great. I like doing it now that I have it down, but my eyes get so tired now that I started to do audiobooks. You know, there's a great company called Audible.com.
Yeah, Gary's been telling us that you two are Audible fans together.
I'm telling you, every book that you could possibly want, and especially, I think you need to do some of the books. I think you need to do some of the books.
He needs to be reading books to you?
Absolutely.
Why? Why would you want me reading a book?
Because you're fun. You make it fun.
Me reading a book would not be fun. I'd be commenting on the book and you'd get really annoyed with me.
But see, that's what's great about you, Howard. The commentary is half the fun.
That's the fun of it.
And I'm so glad to see you,
Well,
Robin.
thank you. It's good to be here and be able able to see you in person.
And I can't wait for your book. I have to read your book because I know you're a vegan now.
Yes.
I've thought about it. It's not going to happen, but I
look. Let's get as close as we can.
We can.
That's right.
A vegetable would be okay.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Don't go crazy.
Just add a vegetable.
Do you you have not evolved like Robin? You are still eating meat?
I do still eat meat.
I'm surprised.
Why?
Well, because I just see you as maybe somebody
in that Hollywood crowd, it's hard.
At least give up the red meat.
Have you seen my ass? This is not a Hollywood behind, honey.
So well, let me get back to this, okay? Because I need to understand your career trajectory.
Okay.
So here you are. You're this talented, lovely kid with this great mother. How do you become a drug addict? Because that seems like you were in a tremendously sad place that you would become a heroin addict.
No, for me, it was the times, and it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh, dear.
Everybody looked,
They look cool?
Everybody looked really cool.
Oh, dear.
And the other thing is,
who looked cool to you? The rock stars and things who were like...
Oh, no, this is before, this is before the rock stars started doing it. Just, the beginning of the 60s was a whole different groove.
Who turns you on to heroin, though? I mean, I could see smoking some weed. I could see...
We smoked we did everything.
Who's we? Did you have close friends?
Some friends, some close friends. They're all gone. So I don't want to disparage any of them.
What do you mean they're all gone?
They're all dead.
All of your friends are dead?
From that time.
Is that true?
The folks that were doing all the stuff I was doing, they saved me, Howard.
How did they save you? By dying,
They were
I guess.
slightly older than me.
Right.
And they just said, this is not for you. This is not the life for you. And we're not going to help you anymore. And you need to stop.
How bad was your habit?
Kind of bad.
I mean, like you were spending money, and you didn't have the money to spend.
No,
you weren't a rich person.
No, I wasn't rich.
And so
I could make money happen. It's kind of a skill,
How did you make money happen? You took a lot of shitty jobs?
A lot of shitty jobs.
But you never had a rob or anything like that?
No.
What was the shittiest job you had at that time?
Cleaning toilets.
Oh.
Where did you clean toilets? Subways. And so
That's the worst. Those are the worst.
I didn't even know somebody was behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said, "Oh."
Just cause somebody to retch. And you see some pretty horrible things when you do that.
Yeah.
And so you do it, and then all of your money is going toward heroin.
Drugs. Just drugs, acid, whatever was out there.
And you acted out sexually? Were you very loose?
No, I wasn't too loose. I was happy high.
And you got off heroin without any help? You just kind of said,
that's it? I got
help
from the folks that I used to get high with. They stopped.
But withdrawal is a bitch.
A little bit of a monster, yeah.
And
4 or 5 days, 8 days, 10 days, but they cleaned me up.
And your big break really came out of doing a one-woman show.
Yes.
Even when you were cleaning toilets and you're doing heroin, and you probably didn't even see...
that was all done. That by the time I started doing all of that...
Where did you get the guts? How did you develop that one-woman show where you did all those characters?
Because I was living in San Diego trying to get parts.
You would go out on auditions.
And I'd go on auditions, and they'd kind of look at me and go, come on, really? You want to be, really? And so I wrote
wait a second.
show.
What do you mean, really? Like, what was it?
Because, you go in for Juliet.
All right.
And,
you're not
that was
Juliet.
the really.
Not to that.
Right.
At that time.
Right.
This is 40, maybe 35 years ago. But I was capable of doing it.
Right.
And so I put together a show. That the original show was put together so people would know I was capable of doing all of these things.
Was the only training you had the Helena Rubinstein? That was it, that program.
That was it,
How many years was that program?
Till I left New York. Probably.
So you never went to college for acting? You never did any of that? And you said, wait a second, the only way I'm ever going to get an acting job is if I create my own material.
Yeah.
And so you begin to develop characters. And out of that show, Who sees you first? Is it Spielberg? Is he the one who sees the show and discovers you?
Someone in San Francisco saw it and wrote to a man called David White, who used to run Dance Theater Workshop downtown.
Right.
And he periodically would do one-person shows, a group of them.
Right.
And so I get this call from a guy in New York saying, listen, I'm doing this thing. I hear you do this. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
Am I coming to New York? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. He said, do you have a place to stay? I said, yeah, I stay with my mom.
Right.
Where are you guys? He said, we're on 17th Street. I was like, great. I'm from 26th and 10th. I'll be right over.
And you had no nervousness going up on stage and doing a one-woman show?
No, because I knew the characters.
Right.
I knew that.
And was it frightening to you the first time you do it? And let's say you do take those pauses and you start to do a character and you don't hear the audience responding. Was it seems to me like it was just so natural to you.
It was. That's the only way I could
And you
put it.
wrote the whole thing yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Well,
if that's the only thing you'd ever done, it would have been amazing.
it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
And then who knew all this other stuff was coming?
When Spielberg finds out about this one-woman show, does he come down and see it?
No, he got a hold of my manager, Sandy Gallen,
And
said I would like her when she comes to California if she could bring the show, because I'd like to see what she's doing. And so Sandy said, so Steven Spielberg would like you to go. And I'm thinking, oh, I want to be in Raiders of the Lost
Right,
Ark.
you'll be in Star Wars.
I could do that.
I want to get eaten by a shark.
Yeah,
why not?
I could do this. And
Right.
so
I could be in
go.
E.T., right?
Yeah.
Because
You know?
up until then, he'd never done a project like Color Purple before,
Right.
which was a serious, wasn't an action film.
Right.
And so you mean he said, hey, if you ever bring your one-woman show to L.A., tell me and I'll come see it?
No, I brought it to Amblin, to the studio there.
Wait a second. You're telling me you went to his studio, performed your one-woman show just in front of him?
No, he said it was him and some friends. And when I came out, it was Michael Jackson and Ashford and Simpson and Quincy Jones. And
oh, my God.
Wow. That's kind of where I was.
What an intimidating crowd.
Yes.
When you go, first of all, when you're going there, then you assume, hey, okay, I'm doing this for Steven Spielberg, who already is a big-time director.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous then to do it?
I'm very nervous because they've also said to me, do not do some of the other material.
What do you mean, the more racy material?
No, I had a whole, there was a lot of material that wasn't in
the one-woman show.
The one-woman show.
Yeah.
One of them being _T.
Oh.
About the black E.T. that comes and he lands in Oakland. And they said, do not
under
do
no
this.
circumstances.
No circumstances do this.
Because what? They're afraid they'll offend the great Steven Spielberg.
I think they thought it would be offensive. And
Right.
so now I do my show, do everything I'm supposed to do, and people are saying more.
Right.
And that...
Now
I was
you
like,
got to get into that other material.
I say, I don't really have much more. I have one thing, but they told me not to do it. But if you want me to do it, and they said, yeah. And I said, okay. And I figured this is the end of my career.
Right.
It started at the beginning of the show, and now it's over.
And they say they want more. You do Black E.T., Bleed T.
And he is on the floor.
He loved it.
He loved it.
And that teaches us a lesson, doesn't it? It's like, you know what, sometimes the more outrageous you are, or when everyone tells you no, sometimes you should say yes.
Absolutely need to do.
Well, sometimes you have to gauge for yourself.
Right.
You know, is this a person who can deal with it? And the answer was yes.
Yeah.
And what an audition. Like, he never asked you to read for him specifically for The Color Purple.
No.
He never said, hey,
And then he laid that on me.
What did he say?
He said, well, I'm going to be doing The Color Purple. I said, oh, cool. I read the book. My daughter and I, we stopped our bus. We listened to it because Alice Walker was reading it in San Francisco somewhere. And I just said that how great it was going to be that he was doing it. He said, well, I would like you to be in it. And I was like, as what?
Right.
he said, well, I want you to play Celie. I said, I don't think I can do that.
Now, why did you say that?
Because I never made a movie. I didn't know anything about making movies. And I said to him, so what does it take, like couple weeks? Because I thought it was like you do, like you would film a play.
This is the exact opposite advice they always give everyone. They always say, if you go in an audition, say you can do anything, and don't. But you do the exact opposite, and it all works.
Well, I didn't want to lie to him.
Right.
I didn't want him to think that I actually knew anything about making movies.
Sandy Gowan was probably ready to kill you because...
No, Sandy wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Sandy wasn't there.
Because, so you tell Steven Spielberg, it's very nice of you to offer me this role, but I don't even know anything about making movies. I can't do it. And he insists that you do it.
And he says, well, I know a lot about making movies, and I can help you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I was like... okay, but if I'm really bad, he said, I got it covered.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
So now, who's the first person? So you're freaking out, I'm sure.
I'm totally freaking out, but I can't tell anybody.
Well, wait a second. When he says this to you, is Quincy Jones standing there, Michael Jackson, and everyone else?
No, Quincy, I think, was in another room because Quincy was one of the producers as well.
Right.
And so Quincy is aware of what's happening. And
what's Michael Jackson doing during this? He's just sitting and enjoying?
Oh, no. We're in the next day.
Okay,
I've already done the performance is done. Everybody.
Did Michael Jackson laugh? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's really funny because we became friends. And that's another person who would call and check.
Wow.
Say, how you doing?
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, wow, that original crew was pretty incredible. I can't believe it.
Neither could I.
Yeah, I just think that is the most intimidating situation, and in a way, the perfect test for Steven Spielberg to see what you could handle.
Yeah.
Because you put a room full of people like that together, if you can hold up, you could go on a movie set and do anything.
Yeah.
Was it hard the first day on the set for the movie?
No. What it was it was insane because my mouth was open like this. Oh, we're on radio. You can't tell. Okay, my mouth was hanging open because, I was sitting at a table, and I'm dressed as Celie, and I'm sitting at a table. We're in the juke joint, and the guys are setting everything up, and they put a light in the flower thing that was sitting on the table. And I was like, what is that for?
Yeah.
And he was saying, well, that's so we can see your face. What? I was like, that's how you do that? At one point, there are several things that happen. There's a field full of purple flowers.
Right.
And then there's a field full of corn. And I come in, and the field full of corn is there, and we go and rehearse, and I come out, and half the field is gone.
Wow.
And I see them putting the purple flowers in. I was like, oh, that's how you do. Because you never, it never occurred to me that things weren't growing when you see them growing in the movies.
Right.
And the greatest thing was, it has not, all that I know about movie making has not altered how I see movies. I still believe what I'm seeing in the movies, which I'm really happy about.
Right, yeah, you still
you don't
suspend
see the
all...
inner workings, you see the movies.
You still suspend disbelief and go, wow, it's pretty incredible. Yeah. And it is mind-blowing. So when they send you the script, when you get the part, you can't tell anyone. Why can't you tell anyone?
Because Steven wasn't ready for folks to have the information that he was doing.
So you don't even tell your mother, you don't tell anyone?
I tell my mother.
You tell your mother, that's it. But anyone else, that's it.
I couldn't tell anybody. So, in the newspapers, I would see, Diana Ross being considered for Celie. I'd be like,
no.
Wait. And then I'd call and say, listen, I hate to bother you, but I just read this. He said, no, it's just rumor.
That's going to be you.
Okay, it's still you. And so you'd see all of this happening, and then, suddenly they said, okay, we're doing it.
Are you still friendly with Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
So when he does Abraham Lincoln and the movie, do you send him immediately a note, or do you call him?
No, well, I went to see it.
Right.
Because I just thought it was great. And friends of mine are in it. You know, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱,
right,
who was on Law and Order. She's in it. So, you know, I got friends in it. I love to go see my friends working. So
it's pretty
I go
exciting.
And I said, yeah, it is very exciting because I can say I know them.
Yeah, it's part of the excitement of being famous and in show business. You know a couple of these people. Yes, it's exciting.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's like, who gets to do that?
Yeah.
So when that movie is being made, do you get close to Oprah?
Yeah, we're tight.
Well, it was weird to me that you and Oprah for years fought. Not fought.
No.
But you assumed that Oprah hated you.
Yes, and she assumed that I hated her.
Why? How does that happen?
Again, you know, people say, hey, you know, so-and-so's doing this, and you're not there. And it's like, oh, okay.
In other words, Oprah's having a party and didn't invite you.
And didn't invite you. Or someone would say to Oprah, hey, you know, Whoopi's doing this, and she didn't invite you. And what I discovered, and when she and I finally sat down, because we met up at Tyler Perry's house.
Right.
And I said, what did I do? She said, no, you, what did I do?
Right.
I said, you didn't do anything. She said, well, you didn't do it. I said, well, what the hell? 10 years, 15 years almost of not really. And, you know, my mom adored Oprah.
Right.
We were all very close. And so, you know, she was like, I don't know why I didn't just pick up the phone. And I had to say the same thing. So, you know.
You always seem like the type of person, me, who will write someone a note. You've done that to me.
Yeah.
And you will pick up the phone and call people.
And I didn't in this case. And I don't know why, Howard. It's odd.
You were close to Oprah during the making of the thing. You say your mother got friendly with her as well. And you guys really enjoyed one another.
Yeah.
And then when you won the Academy Award, did you think maybe there was hostility there?
Oh, no.
Why would that be? Howard?
I don't know. Maybe a jealousy of
Oh,
some
God,
kind?
no. But please, honey, she was the queen of everything.
I know.
So she wasn't looking at me.
I know. I just can't believe
She wasn't going, damn, Whoopi got that. No, she was like, you know.
It must have been an incredible experience to go from, you were broke, you were cleaning toilets, you started to do your one-woman show, but that wasn't making any money, right? Real money.
Well, enough money to live on.
To live.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden now, you probably weren't paid a lot of money for The Color Purple.
Well,
more
it's
money
relative.
than you had seen. Yeah.
But I'm saying you weren't. Yeah. But when you won the Academy Award,
not for The Color Purple,
for Ghost,
yeah.
which to me,
but we were nominated.
Okay, you were nominated.
Yeah.
Everything changes, right? After you're in a huge, you start getting scripts and all that other stuff. No.
I'm still black, Howard.
And that held you back.
I don't think it held me back because I worked all the time, but it wasn't like scripts were coming
in. Yeah.
Because, and you're right, when you're a black actress,
yes,
it's hard enough white actresses getting a decent role. When you're a black actress, especially things maybe are getting a little better, not great,
so.
but then no one says, hey, Whoopi as the lead in Pretty Woman, or Whoopi as the lead in this.
They have to go through all the people first. Everybody has to say no first.
Everybody else in Hollywood had to be busy
no before I can get the part.
Yeah, and it's so true. And it's like a lot of times a role is generic. Anyone could play it, and yet they
don't think
the
that
director
way.
go, I never thought a black woman in that role.
But you know, it is changing slightly. I mean, we see it on Broadway. This wonderful
people
Felicia's
are taking
daughter
every role.
Juliet.
Yeah,
you know, with Orlando Bloom. I mean, it's happening. You know, it's always going to be slow. It just is.
To me, the quintessential role for you as an actress is the role in Ghost. I mean, it makes sense that you won the Academy Award for that. Because, I mean, it is one of that movie holds up, and your performance is unbelievable.
It's the linchpin of the whole movie.
Well, the only reason I got the part was because of
Patrick.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I had a friend of mine come to my house in L.A. and say, oh. I said, what's the matter? She said, girl, I just came from this audition. Every black woman in the world has gone out for it. People got up out the grave to go audition for this thing. And I'm like in my head going, I haven't heard about it.
Where have I
Nobody
been?
told me.
Right.
So, you know, we have lunch and everything. And so I call my agent, you know, and I say, hey, I just heard about this thing. There's all these women go. They say, oh, he said, I was afraid you were going to hear about this. And I said, why? He said, because they don't want you. And I said, oh. Is
What
it?
I do?
Yeah.
Why are you the only black woman
The only
they
black
don't
woman
want?
they didn't want? Because the writer felt that I was too recognizable.
Right. Well, you know, when you think about it, you got into The Color Purple, and Stephen probably loved that you were this sort of unknown.
Yeah.
And wasn't looking for Diana Ross.
No.
And now all of a sudden you're known, and everyone goes, well, we got to get somebody who isn't known.
And so I said, oh, okay. You know, I felt kind of bad, but I was like, okay, because I was on
Now
my
here's
way.
a black role you can't get.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's
crazy.
Always crazy. And so I go down to Alabama because 𝗪𝗪 𝗪𝗪 and I are making Long Walk Home. And I get a call from my agent who says, hey, you remember that movie that you wanted to audition for? And I said, which one? He said, the one Ghost. I said, oh, yeah. He said, well, they'd like to come and audition you. And I said, what? He said, yeah, they want to come down and see you. I said, what happened? He said, well, they put Patrick
Swayze
in the part. And Patrick's first question was, why isn't Whoopi Goldberg doing this? Does she not want it? Did she not like it? And they said, well, no, we haven't gone to her. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's perfect.
Right.
They said, well, no, the writer feels that it would take people out of the movie. And he says, well, I don't think I'm going to sign on to this until we at least audition her.
Right. Wow.
I never met him.
Right.
And they said, okay, because they really wanted him. And so they came down to Montgomery, Alabama.
Wow.
And Patrick Swayze and I met. And the first thing we did was start laughing. I don't know what it was, but we were somehow we were connected. I can't explain it. And we just started having fun. And they went back, and a couple of days later, I got the offer.
When Patrick Swayze had the kind of juice to do that because he had that huge hit movie already, the one with the baby. I can't
yeah.
So he had the
Dirty
huge
Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. He had the huge hit movie, so he had the clout to do that and the juice to even say, "Hey, I'm not doing this without Whoopi Goldberg."
At least audition her. And if she's wrong for it, then I'm not going to stick it. But you know,
there are people who come along in your life who give you those kind of breaks, and it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
It must. Without asking, without, of course, it must have been difficult when he was dying, right? Did you have a last conversation with him?
Yeah, you know, I forget what we were doing. I might have been doing the Whoopi show, and he was kind enough to come and do a part on it. Yeah. And he said, look, I got the time I got. I'm having as much fun as I can have, you know, and I'm going out like I came in. A big baby.
Wow.
I love. He was unlike anybody. Just a good person.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's the one I thanked when I got my Oscar because you know he and the casting director who had been bugging the director to at least let me come and audition.
What'd your mom say when you got that Oscar?
Well, it's really strange how she wasn't there.
Why?
Because she did not. She went when I was nominated for Color Purple. She was in the audience. We were there, and we didn't win, but we lost to somebody who you respect. You know,
Who'd you lose to?
Geraldine Fitzgerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Who did Trip to Bountiful?
You should have won it.
No. This woman had done such good work for so long, but because she was a New York actress,
she was overlooked.
never won.
Right.
But she won this time for a really great part, which also Cicely Tyson, this tells you it's a great part. Cicely Tyson won the Tony for it.
Right.
It's a great part.
Right.
And she was great in it. So she won. And it was like, and she grew up in, she didn't grow up in Chelsea, but she lived in Chelsea with Rip Torn.
Right.
So I would see them, you know, in my youth. And so it was like family won. So it was great. But she didn't want to be disappointed in public. My mother was really very private, so she didn't want anyone to see that she would be disappointed if I didn't win.
Well, that's crazy, right?
And so I call her, and she didn't even watch.
She didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah, so I called her, I said, Ma. She said, hello, Karen. I said, were you watching? She went, watching what? I said, Ma, come on. The Oscars are on. She said, no, I wasn't watching. I said, well, I won. She said, good for you.
Oh, my God. Did she dislike the name Whoopi? I mean, it was you were named Whoopi because you farted a lot.
Yes.
And so didn't she find that, oh, my daughter is Karen, sweet Karen, why is she Whoopi?
No, because she understood me. Yeah. She understood me. I've had so many nicknames in my life, Howard, it would just knock you out.
When you were shooting Ghost, did you know it was going to be a blockbuster mega hit?
No. We were all shocked when we saw it.
It seemed like a little film probably when you were shooting it.
It was a little tiny, you know.
Was it awkward for you to kiss? I mean, one of the most romantic screen kisses ever were you and Demi Moore.
Yeah.
You made out, and like that's when Patrick Swayze gets to kiss his wife.
Right.
Was it awkward for you? I mean, you're straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever been into women, as far as I can tell. I mean,
once or twice, I think. You know.
You mean the full? You mean the full thing with a woman?
No, not the full thing.
How far did you get?
A little far.
Titties? You felt them up?
Maybe.
A little bit. You experimented?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
I don't know.
You forget. You draw a blank.
Time ago. No, not
Was it Barbara Walters that you felt up?
No.
No.
But you know how many women I've kissed in the movies? I kissed Sugar Avery.
Right.
You know, I
that's right. Yes, Celie was.
And Celie was gay.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
And I think there might be maybe two more. I can't remember which ones. But no, I'm straight as hell.
But it was a romantic kiss, nevertheless. It wasn't awkward?
No, because it was, in my head, I was Patrick.
And we all assume that when you make a great movie like with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, that you all run off and become great friends afterwards. But that's not the case, right? It's a job, and you do it. And
sometimes you do.
Yeah.
And Patrick and I became friends. I see Demi from time to time, and we're all cool.
It's got to be a great memory, right?
It is a great memory.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. Do you watch that on TV when it airs?
I don't watch any of them.
You don't watch your movies?
No.
Why don't you?
I know how they end.
Right. No, is it because...
No, seriously. I know the end.
Yeah, but I
only want to see stuff I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, but
you don't want to revisit or remember, no?
No, because it becomes about, that's the day I had the bad period.
Right.
You know, I had cramps. I had the, you know.
But maybe it's just the opposite. Maybe it's like, wow, that was like some of the best times in my life, and it's almost painful to remember. Like, it was so good. Like, I don't need to
I don't need the
that.
movie for that.
You
know, the great memories, I'm lucky enough to still actually have them and celebrate them because I think about them all the time.
When you were so to me, even when you started to do a radio show, or you start even with The View, which is a great gig for you, and you know it's wonderful, but I still feel like as an actress, you didn't get to finish your mission. That there were more movie roles you should have done, and I don't know what happened there.
I had to stop.
Why?
I had to stop because I got overwhelmed with the business of it and not the art. You know, I've always been an artist. That's how I always saw myself.
What do you mean? If you did a movie and it tanked, you took it to heart?
Well, I didn't, you know, even if I didn't take it to heart, other people took it to heart for you.
Right.
You know, people love to remind you, hey, you remember that really shitty movie you did? Wow, boy, was that bad. It's
no.
I know it was bad.
And that affects you.
It did. It began to. I began to. And so I had to leave L.A. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Because everything becomes about the business. Your value becomes, hey, your last movie only made $7 million, and it becomes an embarrassment.
Well, people are embarrassed for you. See, I always think that if people come to see my movie, anybody comes to see my movie, it's a good thing.
It's a miracle, right? Yeah.
You know,
someone's watching me.
Yeah.
Right.
But it somehow you had to live up to all these expectations, which I couldn't do. I couldn't.
Well, you know, it's an unfortunate profession because if you're an actor, you've got to act, and there's only so many good roles. So, but you can't even predict what's going to be good half the time, right? And so you do it. And if it could just be, if you could throw it off like a mosquito bite, if you could just say, it didn't do well, but I'll go on to my next thing, you'd be fine with that. But the problem is you're too sensitive for it.
Well, Whoopi, did you have the extra added burden of carrying the black race with you?
There was also that.
Yeah, because you were it.
Yeah. And, you know, people would, you know, boy, you're not as funny as Eddie Murphy. You know, you're not as funny. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be. I'm just this. And why do you look like that? And what's the, you know, why don't you wear a bra? And what's wrong with your hair? And what's up with your face?
Yeah.
And,
it's too much.
Getting it from everybody.
So, in other words, what your mother said to you so many years ago, if you want to be an actress, you have to handle not everyone loving you. You couldn't handle it.
No, what I couldn't handle was people picking at me. I don't mind criticizing. I can take the criticism.
Do you have a Twitter account?
I do have Twitter.
There's a lot of negativity on that, too.
There's a lot of negativity.
Does it bother you?
Yeah, I mean, I have now learned that what I need to do is not be on it. As much.
Okay.
But when I have something I want to say, like I've been bitching about this, you know, the idea that guys are working in Washington and getting paid.
Right.
They're getting paid.
You're upset.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have friends who are in the military. Their wives, you know, can't go to the PX and get stuff because the PX is closed.
And that's a great forum to get that kind of stuff out. You can't do it on The View. You can't get overly political and stuff. But yet, when you put that out there, someone's going to write back, hey, shut the fuck up, you're an asshole.
And I say, yes, I'm the biggest asshole you'll ever meet.
So you
engage. But it doesn't change the fact. Sometimes, but it doesn't change this fact.
Yeah.
And this fact is that these guys should not be should not be pulling paycheck while everybody else is on furlough. I just think it's wrong. So I don't mind that.
You once said something so startling to me, and I felt actually sad. You said that of all the men that you've been married 3 times and you've had we all know about your long-term love affair, right? You said that you never loved any of those men, that you only married people so you'd feel normal.
Yes.
What does that mean, feel normal?
Well, I just thought if I could be in a normal place, like doing normal stuff.
Do some time in the jail.
Doing normal stuff.
Well, it seems like when all of society's hooking up with someone and getting married and living that life, it seems like it's something you should be doing.
Yes.
And again, it almost seems like your self-worth is who you're tied up with.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why I am very, very happy that I found a couple of years ago that I'm okay without hooking up. If I want to be with somebody, I can go be with them, but I don't have to live with them. I don't have to make their life my life. I can actually have my own life. And I've been with someone, whether it was my kid, since she was, now she's all grown up. She's got 3 kids.
When you had your child, you had a child very young.
No. I was married 18. That's not very young.
Come on.
Young.
That's
is
so
kid.
young.
Is that?
18?
Seriously?
You're a baby at 18.
Seriously, that's a child.
Yeah, I mean, 18, you hadn't even experienced your life. And did you fall into that pattern? Was your first husband, I know you guys divorced, was he around to help you raise your daughter?
No, because I ended up going to California.
Oh, so you moved away.
So I moved away.
And you were done with him.
Yeah.
And you had to raise your daughter on your own.
Yeah.
And so you never really loved him. You were probably too young to really know what love was.
Well, apparently, listening to y'all, I was way young.
Yeah.
I wasn't in. No, I've.
But you said there was one man you did love.
Yes.
Who did you love?
A nice man.
A guy.
Was he famous? Was he anybody? Oh, okay.
No.
It wasn't Ted Danson?
No.
I figured you loved
it's so
him.
funny because people, one has so many, well, maybe one doesn't, but I think people have so many relationships that there's never one that stuck out for me that was like the boom, except this one guy. And he had nothing to do with the business. He's just a great cat. But he died.
Oh. How old were you when you met the real love of your life?
Probably 30.
You were going out with him. You knew you were in love. It felt different than anything you'd ever experienced before.
It was kind.
Yeah.
It was kind. And it wasn't based on anything except mutual respect and fun.
What
and
did he die from?
He died of AIDS.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he a drug guy?
No. He had a, what do you call it? A
transfusion?
Transfusion.
Oh, my God. That must have been unbearable. I would think that because it's like, oh, no, not from a hospital, not from a transfusion.
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
How long did that relationship go on for?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half, best year and a half of a romantic relationship.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the best, but it was one of the most solid. It was one of the most solid.
Do you think it would have lasted?
Don't know.
Yeah.
And I
Were you with him when he died?
I was not with him when he died.
You guys had broken up already.
He pushed me away.
Because he couldn't handle that he was dying.
He didn't want me to say.
I get that. If I was with a woman I loved and stuff, I'd almost be like, you gotta
You are with a woman you love.
Yeah,
Aren't you married?
No, I'm saying if I was with a woman I loved and I got seriously ill, I'd be like, you don't want to be. Everyone go away.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would do that, Howard?
Well, of course, everyone would have to stay with me. But I understand that, but that must have hurt you tremendously.
Yes. But I understood. I got it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But, that's when somebody says this is what I need, then you got to go, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
How sad.
No.
Did you go to his funeral?
No. He did not have a funeral.
What do you mean he didn't have a funeral?
He did not want a funeral.
Wow, this is some guy.
He was pretty great. He was a pretty great guy.
That's macho. No funeral.
He's like, look,
How do you not have a funeral? I mean, you mean it's just somebody puts you in the ground? That's it?
No, you're scattered.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just get blown away.
Wow.
It was good. And it should not make anybody sad. This was a guy who lived a great life, the life that he wanted to live, and he was a great man for me, and I had a great time with him, and I have nothing but happy when I think about him.
Were you early on a phone sex operator?
Once, yeah.
Can you make money doing that?
I don't know if you can now.
You would get on with guys. You went to work at a place where you would...
No, you do it from home.
You do it from home?
You did it from home,
yeah. How many calls would you take a day?
In the evening, never in the day. Maybe 40.
Could you make decent bread doing that?
Not really. Not really.
And guys would call up, and what?
And women.
And the trick is to keep them on the line as long as you can.
Yeah.
Women call?
Yeah. You would be oh my goodness, you would be so surprised.
I like when Robin acts like she doesn't call phones. So great.
I talked to Whoopi, actually.
See, but you know what it is most of the time you would think that it was really about the sex.
Yeah.
But people are calling because they're lonesome.
And they want a connection.
And they just want a connection.
So you would have to talk dirty to them.
No, you would just have to talk. No, Howard,
if I said, baby, I want to fuck your brains out, what are you going to say to me?
Say that?
No, I'm probably just lost my job. But Whoopi, if I say to you, your job...
If you call and you called the line and that's what you did, yes. But what I'm saying to you is shockingly, 98% of the people that called were not looking for sex.
But wait a second. If I call a phone 6 and I say, hey, baby, I'm there. I'm a guy. I want to jerk off. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Hey, what's happening? over there?
What's happening over where you are?
What do you doing? Well, I got my penis in my hand.
Wow.
That's pretty pathetic, actually. But you should see it's about an inch. But, baby, what are you wearing right now?
What do you think I'm wearing?
I think you're naked right now.
I could be.
Oh, you are a tease. You're a temptress.
Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Now, don't forget to include your credit card in this.
Oh, yes, right.
transaction. Yeah, you always got to make sure you do that.
Oh, wait a second, baby. Are you the woman from The Color Purple and Ghost? Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
When you must have heard some disgusting things at that job.
I'm trying to think. You know what? I don't think so, actually, because it would stick in my head. What sticks in my head is how sad it was.
I would think the word.
That made me sad.
It did make you sad.
It made me sad.
Is that why you quit?
I quit because it just wasn't working for me.
You've worked at a funeral parlor, too, right?
I worked at a funeral parlor.
Did you handle the dead?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you made them up, right? You were a makeup artist.
Is that the freakiest thing ever?
It's not. When you get the young ones, that's what freaks you out.
I mean, kids.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's
God.
That's the one you don't want. But let's talk about something else.
Oh my God, you're depressing me.
I know, I'm depressing myself.
I'll talk about
We
something.
were having such a good time.
So
what happened?
So what happened on The View? Jenny McCarthy, I think you're terrific on The View. They say that you're the most popular person on The View, that when you joined The View, the ratings went up 7%, which is a pretty big way to jump.
Right.
I was surprised, but maybe not so much. They got rid of Elizabeth and Joy. Was that heartbreaking to you? Do you feel close to those two?
Yeah, I miss them. I talk to them, from time to time. I send everybody emails.
Are you brought in on that decision?
No.
At all?
No.
No one says to you, hey, we're going to really... In other words, you've got to go along with it or else you're out. And that's Barbara's call.
I don't know if it's the studio. I don't know whose call it is, but it ain't my call.
I know you always say, hey, Barbara gave me the job, and I love Barbara, and I'm thankful for that. And I know you
And
were.
we've known each other a long time, she and I.
But when I did the show, the one time, I was sitting there, it looked like you were aggravated with her when she interrupts every minute and takes over. You looked physically pained to me, and I don't know if that's the case, but I tell everyone Whoopi does not like Barbara.
I know you do.
I do because
and they write about it in the news.
Yes, I believe it.
You started
I
that.
started it, and I admit it. I saw the look of pain on your face.
I was in pain.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt my conversation?
Whoopi's got to be somewhere. She's got to go to work.
No.
That is bullshit.
And she contractually has to be there.
Whoopi control. Oh, that's so impressive that you contractually have to be
They're going to come get you.
They will come get me.
Throw you in View
But
jail
no,
if you're
I
late.
was in pain that day.
I didn't even get to the Hollywood Squares years. I wanted to ask you about that.
Well, then maybe I can come back, Howard.
I feel you did that. I feel you did that for the money because you got $14 million to be.
Who told you, Chow? Who told you that?
I heard you got $14 million to be on Hollywood Squares.
Never.
Raise your right hand and swear on a stack of Bibles.
I have never made $14 million in my life.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Then why was I told that?
For the same reason you tell people that I don't like Barbara. That's
and the same reason we think 𝗫𝗵ici𝗿 was raped twice.
That's right.
That's right. All right, listen. Let me sum up.
The one thing I always wanted to know, because Bill O'Reilly does the show.
Right.
And that's when you look in pain to me.
No, but I didn't even understand that. The View is about hearing people's views.
Right.
I know you don't agree with Bill O'Reilly about what he was talking about. And you got up and you walked off.
Yeah.
That I don't understand because the show is called The View.
Yes.
And
I'll tell you why I got up and walked off. I got up and walked off because what he was saying was a very specific group of people were responsible for something. When it wasn't a specific group of people, it's a faction of that group. And he would not hear anything but what he was saying. And I thought, well, if we can't have a discussion, I'm not going to have.
You got frustrated.
So I got frustrated and I got up and
it happens on the show. All right, I know. I got to wrap it up. Let me give a proper plug here. So really, the reason Whoopi even showed up, there's no love for us. She loves Mom's Maybelline.
Which we all do, yeah.
And 𝗫𝗵cie is a favorite of mine. I adored this woman. She's one of my favorites growing up. She was terrific on every talk show appearance she did.
Brilliant.
And I would watch talk shows like it was...
Like it was school.
It was school, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't miss Whoopi Goldberg presents 𝗫𝗵cie on HBO. I will definitely be watching that.
Excellent. Maybe you'll come up to the Apollo.
Oh.
Yes. Because we're doing.
You mean actually leave my apartment? I don't think so.
Come on.
What are we going to do with the Apollo?
Well, that's where we're going to premiere it, at the Apollo.
Really?
You mean
Okay.
I would be at the premiere?
Yes.
And would I
like
wear
that.
what? A suit?
You would wear whatever the hell you wanted.
I wonder what outfit I'll wear to the premiere.
But I'm inviting you, so
Thank you very much. Watch Whoopi on The View weekday mornings at 11 o'clock on ABC. And thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Hal.
I'm the only one allowed to call her Karen.
That's your role
All right, Whoopi,
now.
great seeing you. We'll be back right after these words. Did I end on time? Was that all right?
Just on time.
All right, good.
She's just got time to get there.
I didn't get to half of what I want. Let me come around. I didn't get to anything.
Wow. These times, they go so quickly. Hey! I would love to come do the View.
Do you want to do it?
Sure.
All right, I
sure.
can do it. Hey, baby. You are fantastic. Thank you. And thank you for all the, all the kind words, because I know sometimes you hear about me getting in trouble, and you always come to my defense.
Well, who's going to come to your defense if I don't?
Well,
we know about being in trouble.
I appreciate it.
I really can't wait to see what you came up with on that.
I can't wait for you to see it. It's so good.
Would it be all right if I ask you a question about the interview?
Sure.
So you and Howard really bonded over your mutual love for 𝗫𝗵cie.
Right.
In many ways, is Howard kind of like the 𝗫𝗵cie of radio, the way he discusses taboo things and push the envelope?
You know what? I never thought of it that way, but yeah, in many ways, Howard has always tackled things that people shy away from, and he's really bold about it and right up front. So yeah, I think there's a big bond between the two of them.
You do so much interviewing on your show, The View. What do you respect about Howard's style and what he brings as an interviewer?
Well, I like Howard, so I can roll with him. I love what he does. I think his best quality is he asks you a direct question. He doesn't beat around the bush, and I like that.
I was saying to JD, as Whoopi was leaving, I said, Whoopi, I didn't even get to ask you about your spoon collection.
She has a spoon collection.
Whoopi is a big spoon collector. And she lit up. She was like, I do collect spoons. And I said, well, JD does too. And she goes, JD, I'm going to send you some spoons. He collected spoons when he was a kid. That's why we got into it. And then we found out you were a spoon collector.
Yes. I'll send you some.
Oh, now you're into spoon collecting, aren't you?
Isn't that special? I don't want it.
He's not turning down those.
It is special for Whoopi Goldberg. So, I mean, I couldn't turn those down. But I don't collect spoons.
You do now.
Well, I have a gift from Whoopi Goldberg.
What I heard was that Whoopi collects these old, like, racist spoons, too. Like
I heard about these racist spoons.
Yeah, like, I don't know where they sold these things, but they sell, like, they have, like, the typical, stereotypical black guy.
Like the jockey kind of things.
Yeah. So she's got a whole collection of those. I don't think she's giving those to you, JD.
Because those are historic.
No, because JD will get beaten up for them.
Oh.
Right.
Wait, this isn't my old black Sambo spoon. Stop hitting me.
People might take it the wrong way.
Now, remember, you're not supposed to use these spoons, so don't be eating cereal.
No, all the spoons I get sent, I put them in a box in my office.
What happens when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered? It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, are you ready for some fun questions from your staff?
No, but I'll do it anyway.
Thank you. Question from Charlie Hess from Howard TV.
All right.
What is the one superhero power you would most like to have, and what would you do with it?
I think fly would be good. That would be good.
No commuting that way.
I mean, look, I would like to have all of Superman's powers. I think Superman's got the full Monty.
Sure.
You know, just even like he hardly uses his heat vision, his super cold breath. He doesn't ever even use those,
right.
Especially in these movies and TV shows. It's like, what, did you forget about that?
Sure.
Like, I just go and freeze everybody out. And, you know, it's so great.
But no invisibility. You could sneak around with invisibility, I would think.
Yeah, but fuck invisibility.
Okay.
Superman can run super fast, and like literally you can't see him. That's why he can do everything. He does it all.
Yeah.
To be Superman is every boy's dream.
Gotcha.
I couldn't live in a world with Superman. If there was a Superman and I wasn't him, it would just kill me. Could kill me.
So better no Superman than you're not Superman.
I don't want Superman.
Question from Al Ragone of Howard 100-101.
Right.
In your opinion, if Gary never said the words Baba Booey, what do you think would be his next biggest claim to fame?
I think the pitch. The pitch was a big deal.
Yeah.
The boy can't throw. You know. And what's funny about it is he can't throw, and yet he's a baseball coach, and he prides himself so much on his knowledge of the Mets and baseball and sports, and it's so important to him, and he just can't do it.
Is that a bigger blunder than the I Want You Back tapes?
There's no bigger blunder than I Want You to. Well, there's no bigger blunder than Baba Booey.
Okay.
To say that you collect cartoon cells and your favorite cartoon character growing up is Baba Booey, and I go, Baba Booey? I watch cartoons, and Baba Louie. You know, and you don't know that is a blunder.
Yeah.
The tape that he made for that girlfriend to win her back isn't a blunder. It's just douchey.
I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend. And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. Okay, so that part's pretty even, but you gained a lover, and you gained a best friend. I gained a couple of lovers, or I gained one lover, but I gained no friends. There's nobody there to come home to call, and to tell all the great stuff. And like right now, I feel my professional life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2.
It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It runs the full gamut of ridiculousness.
Question from Mike Ganji at Howard TV.
What are your first memories of meeting Fred?
My first memories, again, you know, you're talking a lot of years ago, but my first memories were, you know, here was a guy who was the overnight announcer at WCCC in Hartford on the FM, and I walked in, and it must have been my first show, and he was the overnight guy. He was in college at the time. I remember thinking, how does this guy do it? He does overnights, and then when we were talking, he goes, oh, I go to school during the day, which is crazy, because when do you sleep? And I remember thinking he was good on the air, he had a nice voice and all that. And then in the early days, being bowled over, when I talked to him, we would talk about Saturday Night Live, and then he'd do a lot of the impressions that Dan Aykroyd did, and then he did his own impressions, and I started to really appreciate his talents. But I've said this a million times, the biggest thing about Fred was that he'd actually hang out and watch me and help me. Like, he would pull some records, or it was a very nice thing, very altruistic, because radio guys don't always help each other. And there is some jealousies and stuff. And Fred was like a really good friend that I didn't really know him that well, but he would help me. And it was so appreciated, because I was so overwhelmed with playing music and trying to be funny and literally grabbing records, grabbing news copy. It was too much for one guy. And Fred would lend a helping hand if he had some time, at least that first hour. And I was so grateful. He was such a good guy that way.
And then when he'd kind of lean in and maybe do a voice or something, wow, you know, and you really start to say, wow, this guy's